Then Parul, you came today to express solidarity with the woman in Manipur. Can you tell us what was the purpose behind it? Why you felt that you should be attending this meeting?
It's just the cycle of fear, dismay, and helplessness that I've been feeling as a citizen of this country. I don't represent a group of any kind. I'm just a normal, perfectly ordinary human being with perfectly ordinary human emotions. And for the last few weeks, I've been unable to console myself. I have been crying left, right, and center. Talking to my friends about, all doing the same thing. It's just a shared outpouring of helplessness. And so, in my last experience in Goa when COVID second wave hit, I asked a question about, is anybody doing anything? And then we suddenly made things happen. And for 2 years, we worked together to alleviate COVID-related problems in this state. The same way I asked a question, is there anybody doing anything? I have friends here who are standing behind me and they connected me to some of these ladies. I don't know them from Adam. I've never met them before. But in 4 days, we were able to meet twice. We were able to plan, a course of action for what we all wanted to say. We wanted to touch upon education, what people don't know because of internet shutdowns in the state of Manipur or fake news. There's a lot of disinformation that goes around. We wanted to address that. We wanted to just express our grief. We wanted to come here and mourn in public because it's high time people come out and mourn the situation. We wanted to express our anger. We wanted to share our art. We wanted to share our poetry. My friends Seema and Pragya both performed pieces on freedom and what it means to be free in this country and what it represents as a civic duty to uphold. Because we keep blaming the older generation, but we are not any different if we keep waiting. And my message to everybody is that this situation will keep continuing, so we cannot wait for the next excess against humankind to step on the streets. We need to imagine a world where we meet every now and again, maybe once a year, to review what every state in this country is looking like and how we are maintaining united chord between us. As far as Manipur is concerned, Norma already spoke enough about what the sequence of events were. It is utterly shameful. Just yesterday, I saw a long piece on 100 students in Manipur. 40 of them were with a newsroom and they were talking about how they escaped from the Central University of Imphal and have come to Delhi, Kolkata, various places because they were afraid for their lives, mostly cookies. And they said that they want to at least resume their education. So we've already, enabled and destroyed a lot around us. There's a lot that cannot be recovered. But even now there is a chance that we can rein it in and work together. We can stand beside them and share in their voice for their demands, ask for peace and unity to be restored, ask for the Home Minister to retract his statement about cookies being from outside. That was deeply irresponsible. Ask for, the President to step in. She's coming to Goa, which is why we want to meet her, and see if she can say something that will, put the state machinery, put the fear of God in them and do something about it, because otherwise, it's hard to say anything else. I'm afraid to say it. But the state machinery is actively complicit if this is going on. And the fact that internet freedoms need to be restored so that we can hear about people's problems across the country, whether that's Manipur, whether that's Haryana, whether that's Muslims, Hindus, Christians, various tribal communities, Dalits. We all need to do better. And so all we did today is exercise our civic duty to come here and speak. It is a shame that we don't do this enough, and that's what today's lesson is for me. I met these women, they are in their 50s and 60s. They've been talking for, in small and big ways for 30 years. And it's taken us for things to degenerate so badly for us to start coming out. I'm in my 30s now. I shouldn't have waited this long. So it's on me, it's on all of us. I mean, to step out on the streets actively without a sudden rape or a murder or a genocide or an ethnic cleansing situation, for us to talk about our problems, our progress, everything. We need to come out actively in these beautiful spaces like Azad Maidan and review our progress. It's almost like give ourselves a report card year on year. That's my hope.
And with the president scheduling and she being a woman and she
Yes.
also being a tribal,
Yes.
do you think that this message will go out to her and she will be able to address that situation?
I mean, we'll keep screaming and shouting hoarse. I think we've made a commitment to it. If I'm telling you that I want every person to step out and make that commitment, then I have to fulfill that commitment too, even though it tires me, even though I have my own life and my own work and my own joys and my own sorrows. But if it takes us to keep screaming until she has to say something, we'll come out and keep screaming. And my hope is that they will understand that that's a very human and natural feeling to express, And I wish she would join us in that screaming, quite frankly. Yeah.
But do you think that today, since this program was held,
Yeah.
do you wish that there were more women in this today?
I think there were quite a few women. We've had, this has all happened together in the last few days organically. It's not like any of us are part of some big network groups where it's a planned thing. It's just a citizens' protest. There are people from women's rights groups as well who were here. But we are doing this in a decentralized way. The press doesn't cover these things, but these are happening across Madgaon, in Naveli, in different Vados, and that's the beauty of Goa. In Goa, we don't necessarily have to congregate all of us together because there's an active voice, it continues on. But yes, we need to keep doing that so much more, and I hope that we will come together in larger masses. I am happy that there were mostly, all of the people who spoke today were women, and I think we need to recognize that. And I hope that based on you guys also covering and so many people showing up, that this will be the start of that, where if the women who haven't turned up so far, they will also come out and speak because they're scared. I don't blame them. I'm also fighting my fear and coming here. I'm not happy to be here.
What will be your message for the younger generation on this Manipur issue?
Look, I'm very scared. I'm scared for them. I'm scared for all of us. But only we can help ourselves at this point. We can ask questions of the government. And regardless of who's the ruling dispensation. But like I said, we cannot get lazy. I think too long we've allowed ourselves to focus on our rights and not our civic duties. Part of which is coming out and in large numbers and speaking truths to power every now and again. So like I said, it's not just when something goes deeply wrong, when finally we cannot sit at home, when we are shamed almost to come out because our friends will be like, why aren't you here speaking? Then we come out to say something. That is an abomination we shouldn't have allowed to have happened in the first place. So my hope is that we don't wait for something to happen. We come out even when good things happen. When good things happen, we celebrate that we come out. And when bad things seem to start to happen, we come out even then. We shouldn't wait for the worst or the extremes on either end. So my message to everybody is, I'm no different than any of you. I've just become a little bit more conscious of late. Goa has also got something in the air here. So I would say, especially with Goa and further south, but also I'm from the north. My parents are Punjabis from UP. So it's everywhere. It exists, that innate desire to say something, to feel something. I hope we will come out to say something and feel something in the good and in the bad.